My name is Delaney Foster. And the last thing my mother ever said to me, at least that's what I thought, came through a voicemail. Heartbreak cell phone. I played it 3 times because I couldn't believe it. Her voice was cold, emotionless, and painfully clear. Don't come back, Delaney. We don't need you anymore. I stood frozen in an airport terminal, listening to those words over and over again. But what my mother didn't know was that I controlled one thing she desperately needed. A family trust. And a multi-million-dollar house deal that was supposed to close in 48 hours. By the end of the week, my family would lose both. And the secret behind that voicemail would change everything. My name is Delaney Foster. I grew up in Savannah, Georgia. My family wasn't wealthy when I was young. Everything changed because of my grandfather, Arthur Foster. Grandpa built a successful commercial construction company from nothing. He worked harder than anyone I ever met. More importantly, he believed character mattered more than money. That belief would eventually save me. Growing up, I was closest to him. While my siblings spent weekends shopping or attending parties, I spent mine helping Grandpa. Learning, listening, working. He taught me contracts, investments, business ethics, and most importantly, how people reveal their true character when money enters the room. At the time, I didn't fully understand. Years later, I would. I had 2 siblings, my older brother, Trevor Foster, and my younger sister, Madeline Foster. My mother, Janice Foster, adored them. Especially Trevor. Everything he did was celebrated. Everything I did was expected. If Trevor earned a promotion, Mom threw a party. If I earned one, she asked what came next. Nothing was ever enough. Still, I tried maintaining peace. After college, I became a financial attorney specializing in estate management. Eventually Grandpa asked me helping oversee portions of the family trust. Not because I was family. Because I understood the responsibility. Years later, when Grandpa passed away, his will shocked everyone. A significant portion of the family trust required unanimous approval from trustees. And I was one of those trustees. The arrangement wasn't about power. It was about protection. Grandpa feared future conflicts. He wanted someone independent-minded involved. Unfortunately, he was right. The problem started almost immediately. My mother viewed Grandpa's estate as a personal reward, not a responsibility. She pushed for expensive purchases, luxury upgrades, questionable investments. Whenever I objected, she accused me of being difficult. Then came the house deal. A massive waterfront property. Price tag, nearly $4 million. Mom became obsessed. She treated the purchase as a status symbol. The problem: the trust wasn't supposed to fund personal luxury purchases. The documents were crystal clear. Grandpa intended supporting education, healthcare, family emergencies, and long-term investments. Not vanity projects. I explained this repeatedly. Nobody listened. Instead, my family treated me like an obstacle. Especially Mom. The arguments grew worse. Then my job sent me temporarily to New York for several weeks. The distance actually felt refreshing. Less drama, less pressure. Then one afternoon everything changed. I landed at LaGuardia Airport after a business meeting. As I checked my phone, I noticed a voicemail. From Mom. Assuming it was another argument about the house, I almost ignored it. Instead, I pressed play. Then my world stopped. Her voice came through clearly. Cold, sharp, cruel. Don't come back, Delaney. Pause. We don't need you anymore. Another pause. You're not family if you're standing in our way. Then the message ended. I stood motionless. People walked around me. Announcements echoed through the terminal. Yet all I heard were those words. Not family. After everything. After years of helping. After protecting Grandpa's wishes. After defending everyone. I wasn't family anymore. At least according to Mom. For several hours, I cried. Not because of money. Because rejection hurts differently when it comes from a parent. Then sadness became clarity. I opened my laptop. Reviewed trust documents. Examined pending approvals. And realized something important. The waterfront property still required trustee authorization. Mine. Without my signature, the transaction couldn't proceed. Legally. Immediately, I contacted the trust attorney. Then requested a temporary review hold. Completely legitimate. Completely lawful. The house deal froze instantly. 2 hours later, my phone exploded. Texts, calls, voicemails, panic. Apparently closing preparations stopped immediately. Deposits became uncertain. Contract deadlines approached. Everyone suddenly wanted speaking with me. Interesting timing. I ignored every call. For 3 days. Not out of revenge. Because I needed thinking time. Then something unexpected happened. The trust attorney discovered irregularities. Serious irregularities. Several documents submitted supporting the purchase contained misleading financial information. Not criminal, but deceptive. Very deceptive. Apparently someone wanted making the property appear like a long-term family investment, instead of a luxury purchase. The review expanded, then expanded again. Soon auditors became involved. Questions multiplied. Everything slowed. The deal collapsed completely. Mom was furious. Trevor blamed me publicly. Madeline stopped answering messages. The family divided almost overnight. Then another twist arrived. The attorney called again, this time regarding something else. Something much bigger. While reviewing records, investigators discovered substantial unpaid obligations connected to one of Trevor's businesses. Debt. Hidden debt. Debt nobody disclosed. If the trust had funded the property purchase, future family assets could have faced significant risk. Grandpa's estate would have been exposed. The house wasn't merely expensive. It was dangerous. Suddenly my refusal looked very different. Not obstruction. Protection. Exactly what Grandpa intended. Weeks later, I finally returned home. The atmosphere felt tense. Awkward. Heavy. Nobody knew what to say. Then the attorney gathered everyone together and revealed the findings officially. Silence followed. Absolute silence. The room understood something important. Had the purchase succeeded, millions could have been jeopardized. The trust could have suffered devastating losses. Everything Grandpa built might have been compromised. Then Mom started crying. Not dramatic tears. Real tears. For the first time, she looked genuinely shaken. Then she admitted something shocking. She never intended sending that voicemail. Apparently she recorded it during an argument. Angry. Frustrated. Emotional. She believed she deleted it. Instead, she accidentally sent it. The room went quiet again. Part of me wanted believing her. Part of me didn't. Because accidental messages still reveal real feelings. Eventually Mom whispered, I was angry. Then another pause. But I was wrong. Those words mattered. Not because they erased the pain. Because accountability rarely existed in our family. For the next several months, relationships slowly improved. Trevor addressed his financial issues. Madeline began speaking honestly about family dynamics. And Mom, she started therapy, voluntarily, for the first time in decades. As for me, I learned something powerful. Being rejected by people you love doesn't mean you've done something wrong. Sometimes doing the right thing places you directly in conflict with people pursuing the wrong thing. And that's okay. Today, the family trust remains healthy. Grandpa's legacy remains protected. The waterfront house belongs to someone else. And honestly, that's perfectly fine, because some things are worth losing. Especially when losing them protects something more important. Looking back, I still remember hearing that voicemail. The pain, the shock, the heartbreak. But I also remember what happened afterward. The moment I stopped trying earning love through sacrifice. The moment I realized boundaries aren't betrayal. They're protection. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do is refuse. Never compromise your values just to keep other people happy. People may accuse you of being difficult when you're actually being responsible. Standing firm during pressure isn't selfish, it often protects everyone involved. And true love never requires abandoning your principles. If this story touched your heart, thumbs up, like this video. Bell, subscribe for more emotional family drama stories. Speech balloon, comment below. What would you have done if your own mother left a voicemail saying, "Don't come back"? Crying heartbreak, cell phone house.